On the podcast, which is ironically called The Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling, the staunchly anti-trans author equates transgender advocates to Death Eaters, the bad guys from her books. She says that in her books, the Death Eaters claimed, we have, quote, we have been made to live in secret, and now is our time, and any who stand in our way must be destroyed. If you disagree with us, you must die. This is typical of the false statements and assertions by Rowling and the anti-trans movement that trans people are part of some movement to take away the rights and safety of women, with the most incendiary and egregious part of her quote insinuating that the trans community wants those against us to die. One of the issues I have with her statement is the phrase, quote, disagree with us, unquote. This is really harmful for the trans community because it perpetuates the myth that being transgender is a choice based on an ideology and doesn't acknowledge the fact that the fact of our actual existence. There's nothing to disagree with in our existence, in the fact that we are here. Trans people are here, we exist, we push back against harmful rhetoric and the people that spew it because it's dangerous, and we need it to stop. The problem in so many of these cases is the internet. The anonymity of the internet, again, often leads to conflict and threats, which people like Rowling and Nessa then take to be the public voice of, quote unquote, the movement, and evidence that the community is violent by nature and thus worthy of violence in return. And that's the basis of my argument, and the reason that something like this is really important to talk about is the way people like Rowling are talking about the trans community diminishes our right to exist and emboldens people to act on that, and to say, well, if these people don't exist and they're, they have these evil plots and plans against everybody else and against our children and our women, then they must be stopped, they must be attacked, they must be beaten down no matter what. And the next article, is somebody again who has said almost, they said just that in not so many words. So yeah, there's a lot of nasty rhetoric going on, and J.K. Rowling's just making sure that she keeps perpetuating it.